That's right. Friday, guys. It's Friday again, and we're here at SketchUp Live. Today is Get Your Own Adventure, so keep an eye out for the polls, and we're going to have a fun modeling session. Let's get it going. Let's jump right into it. SketchUp Live. Here we go.
All right. That was just a clean, simple, to the point. I appreciated that. That was a good job, Matt. Hey guys.
Enthusiastic still.
It was still, yeah. I mean, there was nothing bad about it. It was great. Welcome to SketchUp Live. It is Friday, so we're going to model something live in SketchUp. We're going to do things a little bit different this week, and I'll explain that. We'll hop into it. Introduce myself real quick. I am Aaron, often referred to as the SketchUp guy or Hey You by my family members. With me in my ear and yours, we have Jody, Matt, and Nick, the crew. So, hey guys.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, the guys with the applause button get the claps after they introduce themselves. How's that work? Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So this week, like I said, this is going to be a little bit different. We are going to, we have a vague idea of what we're going to create. A lot of times we work off a set of plans or we have a specific goal in mind when we start. We're doing this a little more, this is more real design kind of stuff. So we polled via our forum. If you guys don't spend time there already, check it out, forums.sketchup.com. It's the best place to get your SketchUp questions answered or show your work or just hang out with people who like SketchUp as much as you do. Anyhow, we threw out some ideas for what we could model this week. And just to give us a start point is really what we were looking for. So we asked if you wanted a shipping container building, a log cabin, or a tiny home. And I think 40% of the votes came in for shipping container house. So we're going to do that. We're going to build a shipping container house. We're going to kick this off with kind of starting in and just kind of doing some general modeling. We're going to download a shipping container to work from, and we're going to start going from there. But before we get too far in, we're going to start polling you guys for more details. So I don't know what this is going to end up looking like. I don't know what we're going to satisfy, but this is going to be like a real design process where the information is probably going to change and keep coming in as we go. So I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It's going to be fun, though, for somebody. Somebody's going to enjoy this.
I guarantee somebody will leave angry and happy.
That's right.
Maybe the same person.
Somebody somewhere will smile because of something that happens in the next 2 hours. That's not overpromising, I don't think. Okay, so let's do. I'm going to hop in right now. We are, so, like I said, I want to start with, first off, how you doing? How you been?
Are you talking to me?
No, not
you. Talking
you're,
to
you're over there. I was talking to them.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You okay? I did.
You guys, yeah. Sorry, I felt like I really wanted to explain what was going on. I really wanted to, so, and I didn't interrupt Matt this time, so it was all like bubbling up, and I had to let it go. So I apologize. Caden's doing good.
Yeah, JDC said good.
Good. Keggy's doing good.
Caden, good. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah. I like it. It's always fun when we see people during the week and then we all come together here. It's kind of like, like everybody's out doing their thing and then we all kind of come together and whew, let's wrap the week up. It's fun to see these names popping up here. Yeah, so I think we should do a poll demo. I don't want to call it a test because I know some people have test anxiety and that would be rude. So let's do a demonstration of how polling will work. So what we'll do is at some point we will get to the point where we want to, have some design options. Like what do we turn this container into? Is this going to be a living room or a dining room kitchen? Like what are we going to do with this piece, for example? We'll ask the question and then through the miracle that is technology, dang it, over there where a poll will pop up on the screen and you will be able to vote right in the comments. You can see right now we have coffee, water, beer, or other. And if you just type what's in the parentheses there into the chat, that'll actually log as a vote and should show up right on the screen. So let's see what happens. Let's get at least a handful of votes up here. Yeah, I'm gonna sit and wait. Oh, I'm so tired of waiting.
Dramatic pause.
I am Drinking tea.
Ooh,
That
there we
wasn't
go.
on the list, unfortunately, so I went in the other category. But
We got votes coming up.
nice. Look at that live updated.
It's working. It's really working. Awesome. I think you guys got it figured
Can
out.
I vote? Can I vote multiple times?
You can switch your vote. It won't stack the votes. You can just switch them.
Oh, okay.
So you do have to type in !vote, then the vote. You can't just type water or coffee or other. Since we have a couple coming in that way.
All right.
Awesome.
Jody double fisting beer and something else.
Yeah, I'm drinking beer and other.
Some unknown solution.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
Not
just here
coffee.
in a cup on my desk. Other.
If you swish it around so you can't really see what's on top, then it's all safe.
That's right. Awesome. I would say you guys have this figured out. I am not too worried about us getting making this work. Cool. All right. Well, let's get rolling. Let's start this thing up. So what we're going to do here, we're going to start with an existing model. So I was thinking about we could mock up a quick shipping container, but I think kind of in the spirit of building a container home, I think we're going to work off of an existing model. Like we got a hold of a real shipping container, we're going to use that. Plus it lets us play around in 3D Warehouse a little bit, and it saves us a bunch of time. I mean, really to model a good shipping container, we're probably maybe an hour of work anyhow. So I don't want to spend that time when we have these beautiful models available to us. So I did pull up 3D Warehouse. I just typed in shipping container. The only sorting I've done is going from products to models, and this is what we're getting. So it's still sorted by relevance. This is the default view that came up. So a couple things I want to look at real quick. I don't have the ideal model that I want to use. That I did not go through and find them. I was just buzzing through a couple. When you use 3D Warehouse to get models, there's a couple things I always talk about. One is download your model and open it up and explore it before you bring it into your working model.
Sorry. That's going to happen at least once per episode where I think I'm highlighted in a different...
Matt's so
to do is
bored.
search Google.
He just fell asleep on the keyboard and just smashed 6 sound buttons at once.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm sorry to interrupt you there.
I will speed it up. Okay, got it. Got the. Okay. So
I appreciate that you interrupted him because he's kind of running on at the mouth.
I'm
right now.
talking a lot. So normally I would say, like I said, download your model, look at it before you bring it in. I start an empty model. So I'm going to break the rules and actually directly import it, but that's just because I have nothing to wreck. If I pull in a model that's a disaster, I can delete it. I can delete everything and I'm back to square one, which is where I'm starting. So if we look at, I'm just going to click through a couple. This one right here looks good. It's a 4 megabyte file. It's got 35,000 polygons. Knowing that I'm going to make a container house of maybe 3, 4, or 5 containers, that's a lot. It's not ridiculous. This is not an out of control model, but it's a lot of detail, probably more detail than I'm worried about. So I might not grab that one. On the other end of the spectrum, we have this one down here, and this is not to pick on any of these models. These all look like decent models. This one here has 22 polygons. That's probably a little too light. One of the cool things about working with shipping containers is, you end up punching doors through the corrugated sides, and we'll remove some doors and save some others and that kind of thing. So I want to be able to take advantage of some of those attributes as we work in here. So I'm looking for a happy medium in there, and I think this one, so this one's 3,000 polygons, and then we had another one I was looking at that was like, this one's 12. So I might try one of these. I'll try this 3,000 polygon one. And again, I don't know much about it other than what I'm reading off the screen right now. I haven't already opened this up, but I mean, looking at it, it looks like a decent level of detail without a ridiculous amount of detail. I don't have screw heads or anything like that. Not a bunch of detail. It's going to slow down my model. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to try this model. So I'm going to go ahead and hit download. Again, warning right here. This is something you should not do. We would almost always click no at this point to download the model separately and look at it before you bring it into a working model. I'm only hitting OK right now because I don't have a working model. I have an empty screen that I'm pulling this into. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it in. I always get a little wary when my placement point is someplace weird. I don't know why that scares me, but I always get a little bit concerned there. But looking at it, it looks pretty nice. So I have these handles and these doors. Like I said, the doors are a piece I want to play with because that'll be fun. I have the corrugations on the side. I even have a plywood floor in there to work off of. So this is a pretty good looking model. When I bring a model in, there's a couple things I always take a look at real quick. One is the tags. Does it have a dozen tags with things on all different layers? Which it doesn't. Everything's on untagged. So that's not bad. It's actually, for our purposes, it's good. It's not how you should model, but it's not a bad thing for where we're at. I also check to see, did it bring in a bunch of extra styles or scenes? Or no, it looks like this is pretty clean model. Something else to check would be to go to Window and bring up Model Info and look at statistics. Just get an idea of what all it brought in. Not much here. So you can see there is 15 component definitions. Sumele is 1. So that means there's 14 components in here, which I don't have too hard a time believing, especially when I look at the door, because even if the container's one piece, floor is a piece, door is a piece, and then these little pieces, that seems realistic. So that's just kind of some thoughts that run through when I pull a model in. This actually, and I tried to stay with the spirit of SketchUp Live, and I did not dive into this model ahead of time. This is the first time I've opened it ever. This could have gone a lot worse, is basically what I'm saying there.
You should save.
Oh, man. Look at this. This is exactly, yes, I probably should. But this is exactly.
You will not see a better save.
Nice. That's a new one, Matt.
I'm trying to mix it up.
Yeah, I'll save in a sec. But yeah, this is what I wanted to see. So as I come in here and start cutting this up to make a house out of it, the top is a piece, the sides separate pieces, the two doors are pieces. Let's see, you're down at the floor. The whole floor is a piece. This is perfect for what I want to work with. Again, there's some stuff I wasn't too concerned about. I didn't look into different size containers or anything like this. Whatever size this is what we're going to use. I have, I'm not matching something I'm actually getting a hold of. So this is cool. This is going to work. We're going to do it. We're going to build a house with this container. Save.
Whether you like it or not.
Save.
There you go.
So that voice always reminds me, every time I hear it, I imagine it's Linus from Peanuts.
Save.
That one?
Yeah. Think of that. All right. So let's start working here. I'm sorry. I'm going to get rid of Sumele. I'm going to start thinking about how I am not a container house aficionado. I've seen a couple shows about it. I get the idea. I get the draw. I get why people like them. It's cool. And I know one of the things about containers is they're created to support great weight, right? So you can actually stack them without having to worry about structurally this one failing because you have one or two on top. They're actually made to be loaded with lots of stuff and then stacked on top of each other, so they're strong. So that's kind of cool. It means we can go up high if we want to.
Yeah, Studio RT Cool pointed out that there's, I guess, normally like blocks on the corners that help.
There usually
enable you to snap them, and this is
that detail is missing, but I'm gonna accept that.
Luckily, we have inferencing to snap them together.
That's right.
Boom. Real life needs inferencing.
So this looks kind of cool. I kind of feel like what I think would be neat would be something like this. So say I feel like I'm doing a Lego model right now, because I got all this stuff to snap to. Is to create kind of a courtyard house. You know what I'm saying? So we like coming in like this, we would see, have like a big open space in the middle might be kind of fun. Right now I have one instance, so this is a component. I feel like I want to start making different versions of this thing right now. So I'm going to take this one here. I'm going to make it unique. I'm going to go into it and I'm going to take the doors out. It's the only change I'm going to make. So I'm going to call this one shipping container, no doors. These ones I'm going to leave the doors on for now. I don't know how they're going to get used. This one I'm going to immediately cover up with another container, so I know I don't want a door on there. So we'll do something like this. We'll rotate that one 90 degrees too. Kind of creating our little open space right here. Actually, this one we might want to put doors on because maybe this will be the entry.
I'll be honest, just kit bashing a bunch of shipping containers could be its own show.
Well, that's good because it's kind of what we're doing.
Yeah, but at some point it'll be this is going to turn into a log cabin, so that's going to be interesting.
What? I don't think you understood how the show works.
I thought we just keep asking that poll again and again. So first of all, it's shipping container, and then all of a sudden later it's a log cabin, and then later it's a tiny house or whatever that.
I really hope that's not what we plan on doing.
Dang it! I think we can edit these polls.
All right, so that's kind of a fun layout. Something like that, where maybe we have, actually we'll swap this for one with doors. I just use my components window to say select this one, and then I go find the door one and say replace selected, and that becomes one with doors. This one right here will probably swap out to the no door variety because that'll probably have a window, but we might have a door here, and then maybe we'll have some stairs somewhere inside. Okay, that's kind of cool.
So Kaiden suggests doing one on a 45-degree angle and then add supports for a balcony.
Ooh, we did that. What if we did something like this, right? So if we put this in the middle.
And Keggy's confused as to why there's not any cantilevered versions, which I think is valid.
Where's my midpoint? I'm playing, but I like the idea. Oh, I can't see my degrees. 5. Let's back to here.
Looks precarious.
Sorry, we'll just here. I'll put a post right here. Feel better?
Nice.
Oh yeah, that
Okay.
definitely feels that feels safe.
That plywood flooring should hold it right up. Cool.
You just put a couple extra screws around where the post is at, and it should be good.
Use them structural screws.
Wait, these are for drywall. Oh, we're screwed.
Would we like to do another poll to see where we go from here?
Yeah. What should we consider doing now? What would you guys like to see in this house? What's an important function that we want to include in this house?
All right, I'm going to start it. We have a couple options up here. Let's see. So these ones we're just doing numbers for the votes instead of. Some of these were from you guys, so.
I like it.
Wait, so I want him to add 3. Is that a legitimate question? Is it a mystery? Is number 3 just a mystery as to what it's going to? Oh wait,
I think 3.
Balcony.
3's balcony.
Yeah, but I didn't see in the video that it says that 3 is balcony. I just saw your poll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was just like, that's useful.
Nice. And some of these other suggestions we'll put in future polls as well, so we can.
Cool. Priority. What's our priority? Looks like that balcony is a high priority.
Gotta have it. Gotta have the nice views when you're looking over, the gray horizon, the beautiful gray horizon ahead.
That's right. The infinite skyline that is SketchUp Pro. While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna put a thing right here.
What is that thing? A brace?
This is something to hold up this guy right here. That's not going to stay a wall. I'm trying to visualize here. So,
yeah, there you go. Yeah, you have to match like the exact format for the voting thing in order to get it to register.
Yep. Unfortunately can't just type in a number. It is going to require you.
But does it have to be is it case sensitive or just bang a lowercase vote space?
Do lowercase vote, yeah.
Yeah, and it does take a little bit to register as well.
So our highest priority was our balcony. Is that correct?
30%.
Awesome.
For balcony.
Nick's very choppy for me. Yeah, the audio is kind of breaking up for us there, Nick. But yeah, it looks like it was balcony was the ultimate winner for that one. Maybe we'll do a little bit longer timeline for the next poll. But
all right,
cool. Thanks for voting, guys.
That was awesome. All right, so I'm gonna take this container, make it unique too, and I'm gonna call this shipping container balcony. And then what I'm gonna do. Get rid of the doors. I'm going to take the roof off. Stuff's going to get crazy right here. All right, brace yourself. All right, so I'm going to grab this. I'm going to scale that down to 3 feet tall. All right, I'm going to grab this end. Going to copy it. Put a line right here in the middle that I can inference off of. And then just copy that around this side. All right, so we have a kind of a closed in, we have a guardrailed balcony here. Obviously, there's an issue or two, but it's a start. It's a start. We're massing things in, and this means that somewhere we have like half a container we can use for materials now. So do something fun with that.
Yeah, a bonus.
I feel like Streamlabs is being pushy when it comes back and tells you can no longer vote. Like, get off my case, man.
Yeah, hey.
You can
trying to exercise my constitutional right.
Nope, no, you can't. Streamlabs said so.
Hey, Sergio from Bogota, Colombia. Thanks for tuning in.
All right.
I feel like that's a tremendous waste of expense to cut one of these things in half.
I'm gonna need lots of spare materials because I'm gonna make a huge mess right now. So
okay,
don't worry. Don't even worry. All right.
Katie said you better not slip on the side or you'll cut yourself in half.
Yeah, we should probably put a handrail up there at some point.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take this guy. Okay, so if we keep that, wait. Where do you have? Oh, come on, man. Ugh. Crane driver got it off a little bit.
You're fired, mister.
Whoa. Oh, they're not. What the crap? Oh, something's not straight here.
Should have known better than to trust 3D Warehouse creator. Anonymous 3D Warehouse creator.
Yeah, let's blame him and not the guy who rotated it. That's probably safe. Good idea there. Here, let's look. So if I grab this guy, oh yeah, boom, right there. Okay, we're all flush on this end. Down here. Yeah, that could be me. That could
That's not flush.
could well. Yep. Okay,
It's like real life. Nothing's, exactly perfect.
that's right.
Some
Yeah, that sounds like
level
a
of-
good thing to blame.
That was a choice. It was very a definitive choice of, you're just
Intentional
showing, hey, look.
aesthetic selection.
It's the imperfections that make something beautiful.
Man,
That's right. Character.
we're like
Well,
salesmen or
character,
something
that's-
here. I don't buy any of it either. It's
Or people that screw up a lot. So
experience.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this right here, rotate it back to 90 like that. What I'm thinking, so here's what I'm thinking, right, is that we'll have stairs either in the courtyard or inside the house, and this will end up being an exterior door, and you can open this door and then walk out onto your big balcony here. So I'm just trying to clean that up and make that happen. So what I need to do now is, I say break this. I'll draw a line from here straight out. Let's stay on the axis, pal. That's right. All right, so I'm just gonna create a quick cutting plane, like this. I can take that plane and I can scale it bigger. Like that. So that's going to give me, so that will cut my edge right here. Here, I'm going to go in here, grab all of that, intersect face with model, and for right now, I'll grab I did that wrong. I'm going to undo. I'm going to undo again. I'm going to grab this, make it unique. Then I'm going to come in, grab all this, intersect face. Okay, so here, this, intersect face with model. That's going to break everything right here. So that's what I want, like that. One of the things that I just ran into, again, because I'm using a found model. I'm not using something I created myself. Still not a bad thing, but something to be conscious of is the fact that I didn't realize that this side they created was used on both sides. So when I cut this, I saw a line show up on this one over here because it's the same component on both sides. When I shrunk this one down, I didn't actually shrink down the whole. I didn't actually adjust the geometry. I just shrunk down the component itself, the container. So this was still the same component that was in all the rest of the walls. So kind of interesting, something to, like I said, something to keep an eye on. When you're using models that aren't your own, you do have to be extra conscious about those kinds of changes because you don't, well, I guess it's probably good to be conscious of that even if it is your model because, well, maybe it's important for me to be extra conscious of that when it is my model because I don't always remember when I'm using components that if I change one, they're all going to change. I mean, I realize that's the point of components, but sometimes you get busy. You got things to do.
A blessing and a curse.
That's right.
Both? Wow.
Yeah. It's a mouthful. It's a whole lot. All right. I'm going to take this. I'm going to group this, and it's still inside this same piece. I'm going to drag it down here and drop it somewhere around there. Get rid of this plane. All right, so we have our handrail going out to here. And I just want to continue this one out there. So I'm going to make this unique also. Anytime I go in to edit a wall, I want to make sure that I do that. All right, so it's unique. I'm just going to do a push-pull to drop this out of the way. And then I will take that line right there. And I'll start extending it through. Whoa. There are some things going on right now.
Doors. I hear doors opening and closing.
That wasn't me. All right,
Oh.
take this guy. Option copy. Do that like 4 times, 5 times. All right.
So Michael pointed out that this is going to be maddening for anyone who has spent any time, or countless time, I guess, researching container strengths and weaknesses.
Physical limitations have no place.
No bearing
in the
here.
Design mind.
The designer's motto is, "That's engineering's problem."
Not my deal, man. Yeah, I'm not to be too terribly flippant about that, but yeah, we're not going to take into consideration the exact requirements because that's something we could do. We've talked about it before. People have asked about engineering, and engineering's cool and all, but it is a whole nother thing. It's a big deal to keep on top of all that engineering requirements. So yeah, we tend to not get too hung up on that around here. Good, bad, or whatever.
Yeah, it's your dream home. Why let physics
Reality
constrain you? Yeah.
Right. But I did used to do building design. I worked directly with PEs for a good portion of my professional career. So I have respect for that. And I'm going to just bend a little reality and just grab this piece and just make it longer. Squeech. Okay. All right, so this is kind of what our thing is looking like right now. I probably need to take this guy right here and make him unique. Oh, there's only one of them. Okie doke. That's easy. And then I'll just come in here and draw a line matching this angle to here. And cool. All right, and then I can just grab each of these pieces, pull them down as far as I'll go. And then I can start erasing some stuff.
Nice.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I don't have a you're welcome one.
Always homework, always something to do next.
You're welcome. Got the computer saying it.
Yep, totally a computer sound because that's what computers sound like.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I got so entranced trying to figure out the first poll about what you were drinking that I forgot to do this.
Oh man, I have to pee now.
Yeah,
Thanks.
be right back.
Oh, geez. Just keeps going.
Yeah. Oh, I had plenty more. I didn't load them up because I was like, usually slurping is not a very attractive sound to have. But...
Yeah, it would have been worse if it was someone eating cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I like cereal. That sounded really good.
I sure could eat cereal right now.
Didn't necessarily even mean to say, let's go.
What's your cereal of choice?
I like Cap'n Crunch an awful lot. I'll be honest.
Oh, the mouse
Traditional.
traditional.
Oh yeah, I like hot pizza and Cap'n Crunch. I just screw you, mouth. I do what I want.
Together?
Well, no, one after the other.
Okay. All right. So then I guess the natural follow up is which version of Cap'n Crunch? Because there's several.
I'm a purist. Just the good stuff.
Okay.
Keep your crunch berries. Keep your peanut butter.
Really?
So,
I always did crunch berries, but I would eat the original crunches and save the berries for dessert. Strategy.
I love that. That's
best for
Because they're
last.
sweeter or something. I don't know.
you know what I gotta.
Yeah, Reese's Puffs used to be my favorite cereal, but then I developed
Which is just no
Yeah.
good.
It's Reese's for breakfast is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I developed a dairy allergy, and unfortunately, has dairy in it, so I can't have it anymore.
Oh,
I mean, that's just not fair. No, I was going to say that the Reese's Puffs is basically just Reese's coming in and being like, "Hey, we're going to make our own version of Cap'n Crunch."
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to add a
No
little
Cap'n.
chocolate in there.
Yeah.
That's where I love the peanut butter Cap'n Crunch, but the chocolate just adds a little extra.
A little something.
Yeah.
Feel your pain with the dairy thing. I used to be able to eat like 2 bowls of cereal. Now I eat one, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is no good. Maybe we're not going to have cereal. Can you eat this stuff dry? Turns out you can.
you can. It's been proven. Field tested even.
I at least I can tolerate milk enough that I can still eat Oreos appropriately.
It's been a while since I've had Oreos.
You can eat Oreos dry.
You can. There's a lot of things you guys can do.
That's weird. No, but not Oreos. I mean, that's weird.
You can drive around without a seatbelt if you want. You shouldn't. I don't like the way you guys are using the word can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dry Oreos, that's an accident. It's an accident waiting to happen.
Should we?
All right. So just threw a quick 6-inch handrail on there. Leaving all my details white for right now. We'll come in and maybe we'll do a poll for color schemes or something. All right. So at that point, or maybe it will end up as like white and burnt orange. I don't know. This is actually not a very attractive color right here. It's not awesome, but kind of a cool look. It's definitely immediately non-traditional. All right, I love it. Hold on, guys. I gotta get my phone and vote.
This is important.
What? Nobody's voted for Cap'n Crunch. Oh man.
Yeah, just disagreement. This is drama.
It is.
This actually may be the end of the show.
We hear you.
now.
Why are you saying? That's the first time I've heard you though.
It was like muted earlier, or not muted, but something weird was going on.
Weird.
Like you're talking through a word grader.
You know what I should say? I should do.
No. Save?
What a save.
that's all you. Now you just fish for the different.
It's
Okay,
hard.
Okay, but it's taken 3 years to properly motivate me to even want to save. So I would say this is a success.
I'll tell you one thing that's hard to find is isolated soccer announcers saying the word, like, nice save. You know, I found one video game that has that. I was like, oh, there must be a bunch of other ones, but no, I could only find one.
Cheerios.
Is that what won?
It's winning right now.
But the thing is, Cheerios is kind of cheating because it encapsulates
that's true.
Honey Nut Cheerios, Frosted Cheerios, Multigrain Cheerios.
Cap'n Crunch Cheerios.
Oops,
Okay,
all
maybe not that
Cheerios, berries. Yeah.
All right.
This is looking pretty good. I don't like the brace you've got underneath the balcony. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm very nervous.
What I was actually thinking was some way to turn this into something like maybe this will end up like like a fireplace or barbecue on this side with the, I don't know. I was thinking this was a blank canvas where something more could be created.
Right now, it looks like a Polaroid frame. You know,
Maybe
like,
that's
take a
it.
picture in a
It's
Polaroid.
an opportunity to stand right here and get your picture taken.
Further to me being nervous because as soon as someone grabs the corner and starts flapping it to try and get it to.
Well, I'm
The process
assuming this
faster.
is made out of 8 inches of steel tube.
Maybe. I don't know.
So let's see. How wide is this? Okay, it's 4 inches. That's not very big. You're right. We'll add a little. We'll double that.
Caden was saying maybe the brace could be parallel to the front doors. Might make it look a little more aesthetic.
We could play with that. That's what we're here for. You're choosing our adventure. That's the thing, right? I heard somebody say once.
Yeah, should we go for the next poll?
What's next?
All right.
I don't dislike this.
The next poll should be up.
I see it. I can see it.
Oh no, the last one got cut off. Can you change your OBS setting, Aaron, when you have a sec?
6. We only planned on 4. Somebody's lying to me. Hold up, 1 sec.
We're working on the fly here.
Wait, we're adding Aaron. Aaron is one of the options.
Yeah, Aaron's one of the options to add Aaron.
Aaron,
Well, this
add
should
Aaron.
be a
This is gonna get
no-brainer, folks.
meta.
All right, you have to launch that. There we go.
How many 2D components are there? How many scale figures are there of you, Aaron?
2.
How many different
2
ones?
official
Just 2?
ones.
Interesting.
Oh, I need to change my axes. So I turned this. We'll take a look at how this works because this shape, whatever we end up here, could actually be, yeah, like Caden's saying, we'll mirror whatever this is on the front door and then maybe the window over here. So we kind of get a visual tie-in like that. When I'm coming in here, the axis is still, it's angled because I created it at an angle originally. So something I do need to do before I can easily manipulate this is I'm going to come in here, tools, and use, oh, actually, I can just do this, right? I can right-click on the axis and say reset, and that puts it back to the world axis, which means I can now just grab this and scoot it right along the green axis. There we go. Till it hits there. Boom. Nice. I like that. Good call. Thanks, Caden.
Nice.
I got no votes. Son of a...
I know I saw at least one person vote for you.
Well, they retracted.
Oh, maybe they did. I mean, I can't blame them.
You need to start campaigning, man.
Well, I didn't know. This whole election just kind of got sprung on me.
Hey, stuff moves fast in the political world, man.
Apparently so.
Gotta be
I
ready to-
didn't even know I was involved.
Fireplace.
Is that the next
That's
thing? Is the
interesting.
fireplace? All right.
That's what won.
It's chilly up there in container
Nova Scotia.
world.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, where is this? Boulder.
All right.
Is this geolocated?
Probably to Boulder.
Colder and Boulder.
Oh,
Is that even a joke? No. You're just a rhyming word.
your own trumpet over there.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. This fireplace is straight up our Polaroid.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Meant to be. I'm doing it again. I'm downloading directly into my model. But that's just because I'm irritated. I'm angry right now.
Why so angry?
Well, no choosing me. I'll show you guys. This is
It just seemed like it seemed too easy. I couldn't support it because it was so easy.
okay. Well, you know what? I got the mouse, so I may just end up in there anyhow. So who's gonna stop me? All right. So if we look at this, probably makes sense to put the fire back against this wall, right?
Well, you're doing an exterior fire?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the courtyard. Get a nice fireplace going.
That's fancy.
That's how we roll.
This is like a, I don't know, like a upscale bar or like a B&B
Yeah.
or something.
Is there going to be like a cover charge to get in here?
And you have to vote for me if you want to be in there.
Any place that would vote you in, I don't want to be part of anyway.
Ooh, dang. Just
Hey,
that escalated.
yeah, it's getting heavy in here.
Okay. Trying to think of like chimney. Ooh, on an angle in the corner. I like that.
That'd be cool. And then you could build up a nice little.
Yeah, because I
chimney
was trying to think
too.
of. I basically have a flat screen TV right now for.
It looks like a TV.
It does.
Yeah.
So 45 will put us right at the right. Oops. Minus 45. Nope.
I feel like the wood that you're going to be able to fit into that fireplace is so small that you're not going to get flames that are
This
accurately represented by that fire.
this may
image.
have to be gas. Yeah. All right, using some inferencing. What we need to do, we need to take this and put this along here till it hits the middle. There we go. I like the idea of this thing, but I can't. I'm not sold on this design. I need something sticking out at the bottom like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, initially it looked like it matched our aesthetic, but
Yeah. Which is cool. We'll still use it. We'll just this is what 3D Warehouse is all about right here.
mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna stick with an exterior design. Oh, see, that's better. That works. But now my question is, what do we? So we've got the shipping container like look and feel, and then the pieces we're adding, we're definitely getting a very clean, new look to. So for the chimney, do we kind of go with? Do we match the corrugated? Ooh, what if we did corrugated the other direction? Like, what if it was like that going up? That could be kind of cool.
Mm. Yeah.
Like that. You guys like that? Should I try that?
Vote yes for one and
See what people think about
hashtag
that.
vote for two.
Hashtag vote for two.
Octagon.
That's kind of what you're working on, right? Is you've got this. I mean, it's like how tall is one of those things? 10 feet tall? You've got all kinds of room for like a big fight in the middle of the
8 feet.
little courtyard.
Oh, these are not very big. Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was thinking a different color for the chimney too. Something to set it apart.
Yeah, Raymond says navy blue or black could be nice.
I like that. All right.
We got a poll for that. Look at that. What
Ooh,
color?
boom.
What color?
Awesome.
Black, red, blue, yellow, or green?
There's a poll for that. All right. So I want to match the corrugations here. I don't necessarily want to try to take that and wrap it around. So I'm just gonna use push pull. So my first push pull is gonna match this piece. So it's gonna be 4 inches. So I'm gonna grab that, pull that up 4. All right. Next one, I'm gonna pull up 1 inch. So I'm gonna do an option push pull of 1, and then I'm gonna take this. Grab it by the corner, from the middle.
Ooh, there's a lot of activity on this vote. This is something people do care about.
I feel strongly for green. I'm pushing for green.
Love it. Love it.
Everybody in the chat,
2.
remember to change your vote to 5. It's the #1 coolest vote in town.
Wow.
Number 5 is number 1. 5's the new 1. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Coming around. It's all cyclical.
Easy for you to say. All right. I'm going to delete.
Nice. There you go. Love it, chat. Good work.
I don't like this.
There we go.
What are you guys doing? I'm going to go in
You
and vote.
swayed the vote.
Yeah, way to go.
Yes. The power. It feels so good.
I feel like a lot of people removed their votes. There's only one vote for blue now. That's me. And now it's too late.
Matt's
You've now
way to-
chosen Matt over
He's
me.
a salesman.
It's over. It's green.
It's green.
Yep. So just make it a really offensive green, Aaron. Just something that will just get his goat.
Green screen green that'll
It'll
disappear into the background.
As soon as I fill it in, it's just gone. All right.
Have you showed your invisible cup yet?
Yeah.
Invisible.
So I do like LaCroix, and my favorite flavor is lime green or key lime. And unfortunately, it is almost exactly the same color as my green.
That is actually awesome to look at, though. Like,
it does look sweet. Yeah. It's like
I want a glass.
LaCroix. Yeah.
I actually have a glass, like a pint glass or whatever, that it looks like a can from, I don't know, some brewery. But it basically looks like that glass can he's drinking out of right now.
It's cool if I can keep it up here, but as soon as I bring it over front, it kind of ruins the illusion. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
See if we can do this.
That's awesome.
0 calorie. See right through it.
That was awkward. All right, a green. I mean, my default, I feel like a darker green is the way to go, but let's see how that plays off of the. Yeah, that's not bad. I think that'll work. That'll work for now. We can fine tune. Let's not get hung up. All right, so we have put a fireplace exterior into the house.
Oh boy.
What's next? What else we need in here?
Is there any smoke coming out of that thing?
Gosh,
Or
I
is that
didn't
too
get
hard?
a pull for that, so no.
There is smoke, but it's
You can't just
invisible
make up
smoke.
rules like that.
Clear smoke.
Don't make me do it. I got my big following in the chat here. I can sway them any way I choose.
You'll vote how I say you'll vote. All right. It's getting there. I feel like doors and windows need to happen like sooner. Rather
Yeah, are we ready? We ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh no, we started it.
I saved.
Oh no, it's happening.
Save.
Nah, that was not as fun.
Speak and spell.
That was ET, I think, actually.
Close.
Save.
Done. Oh hey, I want to let me ask you guys. Well, go ahead and vote, please. I mean, for real. But while you vote, let us know what you think of the sound. We did some work on trying to get the sound a little louder, a little more balanced, a little cleaner. Let us know how that worked.
Yeah, I know last time people were saying once they went to a different YouTube video, then it like blew their eardrums out because they had turned it up to hear us. So hopefully we're closer to the normal broadcasting loudness volume. Is that a thing? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think there's probably a better term for it than those words you just did. But
Lufs. Lufs is a term for loudness, so that's probably it.
probably.
Nice. Christoph says it's better.
Nice.
Caden says it's good. Nice.
Nice. All right. Giant windows and doors look like they're winning.
Nice. That'd be nice. A little, let the sunshine in, you know?
That's right. All right, Raymond's
beautiful.
pleased with the sound. I like it. Awesome.
Nice. Just wait till I start playing more chewing sound effects, and you're going to be very perturbed by the sound.
So let's turn that sound down.
Not pleased.
All right, we're inspiring Clarence. That's awesome to hear. He's wanting to do something just like this, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
All right.
You're the inspiration.
So for this end window, it's gonna kind of line up. I think what I want to do is use this exact same shape right here. I'm gonna see what this looks like if rather than scaling, if I just grab the sides of the windows and push them in. So we got basically the same wall size of the window rather than making it relative to the same size because it's a different shape. And I think that looks pretty cool. I do want to set it in though. I'm going to take it and I'm going to push it back this way like that. That looks better. Like that. That's kind of cool.
So the internet's telling me that you can pick up a used 20-foot shipping container for about 2,000 US.
Okay, who had 1 hour in? Jody was going to think about doing this himself. We had a poll going, Jody.
So I thought about it more than an hour before. So, but now I'm just trying to figure out what the cost would be for this five container contraption we got going on so far.
All right, so I'm going to get some exterior windows in here. I want to try to stick with a fairly standard size. Let's do something like. I kind of like want to go match the kind of like this looks good on here, so maybe I'll do a 3 foot by 4.5 foot. All right, I think that'll work. All right, so I'm gonna make a punch, and this punch
Fruit punch.
is going to have a line that I'm going to drop down so that I can align it to the ground. All right. Whoa, that is not, something is off axis again. How is that even possible? Axis is right here. Oh, I didn't draw my. Sorry. No, why do we let the new guy model?
Oh my goodness me!
I agree, British guy. All right, try it again. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna push that in a little ways, so just enough so that it breaks through like this, and then we'll pull it out. Again, we're just making a punch, and then drop this down here. So let's say make that a nice round number. Grab that, make it a group, drop to the ground. All right, and then any place we want to put a window here, so we'll put one here. Let's see, where are we at? We'll take this down, scoot it over 6 foot. And we'll do another one. I don't know what the inside here looks like, so I'm just gonna do something that looks kind of cool from the outside. That's all I'm really gonna worry about. So we'll go 8 foot. Yeah, that looks nice. I'll take all 3 of those, scoot them up, option to the top level, but I want to offset them. Oops. Yeah, something like that.
So the only structural support on these sides is just literally the corrugated metal, right? There's not like extra strengthening braces or anything.
Right. So from what I've seen, when you do this, you frame something. You have to build something in there.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just sitting on bare metal.
Yeah. So if we
Well,
were
usually
worried
they
about
also-
things like that.
They usually add a layer of they put some sort of insulation so they give their walls thickness anyway. You're going to live in it.
Right. So now here is the part that's going to, it's a little bit of a bummer. Again, because we're working with a found model, let's hide everything else. When we look at these, the wall is created by basically a big rectangle, and then on those rectangles are these components right here. These components, I'm assuming, are glued, yeah, and they are punching through like a window on a single surface wall. So we're creating this piece right here as a bunch of pieces. So what that means is when I come in and try to punch these holes, this surface, this surface, this surface, this surface, this surface is all separate, and so is this component, this component, this component, this component, this component. So it means to go through and break through all those pieces, I could use something like VisuHole. I'd have to use an extension or something like that to make that work. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. So I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna grab this wall, and again, all these components are the same. I actually don't want to mess with this one, so I'm going to make this unique. All the rest of these walls, though, I'm going to modify them to make them into solids, so subtracting is going to be easier. And like Jody said, it's not just going to be corrugated metal, then it'll have kind of a look of a solid piece. I think I can do this fairly easily, because I think if I put a rectangle right here, that closes all that up. Now if I grab all these components and I explode them, so it looks pretty similar, except it looks like flat on the inside. And if I grab this guy, let's run Solid Inspector, got some internal faces, now it's a solid. So this means what I can do is I can take these, I'm going to make this one unique real quick. They're not, they're groups. Okay. Well, let's make them components. There we go. And now I'll make this one unique. Because what I'll do is I'll grab all 6 of these, get rid of this extra line here. Now these are cutters. So now what I can do is I can go into Solid Tools. I can take this piece and I can subtract it from, whoops, I'll have to put these in context. So I'll cut those, I'll come in here, edit, paste in place, and actually while I'm here, I'll color these all the same color. That way I can say, okay, now take this, subtract from here, take this, subtract from here, take this, subtract from here. And with that, we got those windows in.
That's lit.
Yeah.
So one thing I am doing, let's show you why. So again, I've mucked around with where I want to put the windows on the outside, and now I'm going to cut them, go into context, edit, paste in place. So, oop, didn't make that unique. Let's probably do that. Actually, you know what? Hold up. Let's.
Yeah, it could be good.
Yeah.
Even lighting throughout.
Let's do it. Let's punch some holes. Let's just mess it all up. We don't need bathrooms, right? There's no corner that's not going to have a window. We don't need. That's okay. We can come back and remove some windows. It'll be easier to remove windows later than to remove, not move. These are going to be a pain to move. All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take it. Because once these are cut in, these windows, to move them vertically would be easy. To grab the bottom and push-pull to pull it up to erase the window would be easy. Moving them horizontally is going to be about impossible because of the corrugation. So, the other thing I did real quick on the last one was I colored all of them the same color. And here's why I did that. Because if I grab this right now and I say subtract from here, the inside gets colored white. If we decide that's what we want, that's cool, but I was kind of figuring we might want to keep it the same color. So anytime you use solid tools to subtract, that new face that gets created automatically assumes the color of the cutter. So that's why I grabbed these real quick, color them the same color, and then I can just grab this and just subtract. Grab this one.
I like the idea of leaving the boxes in place. That way you can put the scenery in the box, and that way you can have a view of whatever you want.
From the
when
inside.
When it's an aquarium, yeah.
It could work. Maybe we'll take this one. We'll move it up. And I like the idea of doing some on the inside too. So bring this this way. Let's turn it. But let's maybe this one will be bigger. Maybe we'll scale this to, yeah, I like that. I'll center that right there. And we'll do one of those also. A lot of people ask about inferencing because SketchUp does tend to try to snap to stuff if it can. If you move your cursor off of geometry, then things like axes take priority. So just as a tip, if you're ever running into that problem, just move your cursor farther away from the stuff that you're running into.
Huh.
That's right, little
Good
girl.
tip.
Vertical. Option. Something kind of cool. All right. Yeah, over here is where we'll put, I don't know,
Houseplant
stuff
or
stuff with don't need that doesn't need
statue.
windows. Yeah. All right. Put it over there. Make it unique. So if I do want to use that cutter again, I can do that. But now I'm going to get rid of this line. So grab these two, cut them, come into context, edit, paste in place. Didn't make it unique.
Lawrence makes a good call out also, similar to the thing about moving off geometry. If you're using you mentioned the protractor or the rotate tool, if you move your cursor close to the inside of that rotate, there's you can snap to different increments, and you can change that increment, right?
Yeah, it's a setting in your units. All right, so subtract that. Oh, I'm getting click happy. I'm also wandering off. My mouse has a tendency to just kind of move up and off to the right as I use it, and I'll find myself leaning over like this instead of just bring it back. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
Gotta wrangle that mouse in. Likes to, have a long leash.
I did not do the end walls here, so I do have to do that.
Gene wonders if you could basically go double wide with some containers to get sort of a wider common space, kind of delete the shared wall, and really go hog wild, get the fancy container space going.
I would say one could.
Yeah,
that's how
it wasn't a poll yet, so.
Yeah. Take this and explode those components.
No sound effects for that.
One.
That sounded like a sound effect to me.
Maybe I should get into the acapella sound effects game.
There you go. What is that called? Foley?
Yeah. Is it Foley if it's just somebody doing voiceover, but just
I'm not one to judge. I figure if you were going to make the sound with your hands or your feet or your face,
yeah,
I'm gonna call you on that, Jody. I think you are extremely judgmental.
With regards to this specific topic, I'm not.
He's not one to judge people who aren't me. Is that what you're saying?
Something like that, yes.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Carry on.
Oh, Chris said he's actually working on container apartments that feature the double wide setup.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Very cool. I like it.
I don't know if you'll get any practical inspiration from this stream, but probably fun to look at.
There we go. All right, so I am going to, one last thing I'm going to do, I am going to come in here and I want to get just a little bit of a window frame. I don't want to go in and do full windows. Plus we're trying to match this kind of look, so I'm just going to do something, just a little something to kind of bring through the same look that we've got in the other windows. So I'm going to grab that, make it a component. Oops. Now I can just grab that and then option, boom, to X, and I can grab all three of these and move that. A good corner to move that from. I don't. All right, so I'll have to do a little bit of adjusting. Drop that right there. Oh, Dang, actually I nailed it. Good job, me.
Atta boy.
Apparently, you got it. Throw one in here. Oh, these were different. Apparently I made these walls a little bit different depth. Cool. And then I'm going to grab one of these and we'll bring it over to a big window. And then same thing as I did with the other larger window. I'll get this right in there, and rather than scale it, I'll just make it unique. Then come in here, grab that geometry, start moving it over, get the rest of my model toggled on. There we go. Now I can take this what we're supposed to do. Slide that over like that. Some's not right there. Oh, no, I got it wrong. Everything's not right there. Okay.
It's all right. Get it sorted. Hey, Fam Civil Engineers here. Hey, how's it going? And today Aaron's doing sort of a poll-based model live stream. So we've been having polls throughout the show and decide which direction we go for this. The starting point was just a shipping container home.
All right. I'm gonna make a hidden tag to put my junk on. It's gone. Okay, so this is what we got as of right now. We didn't do doors. I just have the shipping container doors. I kind of feel like what would really make sense in something like this is this door would be maybe like permanently closed. I'm not sure where the middle of this hinge is, so that's what I'm play with real quick. I think that might be it. Let's find out. Huh. It was not quite 45 degrees open. It was looks like it was about 46.1, 46.5.
See, who says SketchUp's not precise?
Too precise. I'll just get some of the line that up. End to end. There we go. Okay. I kind of like the idea of like keeping one closed like this just to show that this was a shipping container. Kind of, you know, give the roots their credit, and then maybe on these ones we'll go grab a nice door component we can pull in, maybe color white also, something like that. So I'm gonna come up here. I don't know. I'm just curious. I don't know if we have a live component door. Storefront system. Sorry, it came up on the other screen. But a quick buzz tells me not really something that'll work for this particular usage. There's a sliding door. That might work.
Caden's asking about whether you prefer the Space Mouse Pro or Enterprise one.
I've had one of each of them, and I definitely do enjoy the extra buttons on the Enterprise. I don't know that there's really a whole lot more that I use out of this that I don't. I mean, the primary thing is the puck, which is the same on every single one. The lighted display here is nice because once you get into the model, it reminds you what buttons are here because they're programmable. It just says 1 through 12. So having the little icon that tells you what's there is nice, whereas the Pro, I think, is the one that just has the buttons across the top and it doesn't say what they are. So that's nice, but really the nice piece is having all your modifier keys, arrow keys, the other pieces around the side here. Because when I really get into it, when I spend hours modeling something and I'm just head down like this, I won't even come over to the keyboard a lot of times. I'll just use the keys over here. So it's kind of funny because it does slip away. Like being able to pan around like this in the 3D with 3D mouse is super important, and I lean on it heavy. Like I don't know what to do if that puck's not there. But at the same time, I still shoot my hand over here to do things like, click a modifier key or something like that. It's kind of funny. I don't know how long that option or that mindset takes to break. Forget that I can use the keys over here sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really love any of the doors I just found, so I'm just gonna draw some up real quick.
Okay, cool. We can do another poll, I think.
Sure.
I don't know exactly what direction we want to take. Like, do you want to maybe whether or not we want to add more stuff to the actual house, or if we want to do like some, environment, like terrain or something like that? Is that something that
Sure.
would be interesting to people? Or, I don't know what the options would be exactly, but.
Well, let's throw out the question, what should we do next? And then we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah.
I already have a door? Oh, yeah. Okay. No, don't replace that. I think I was inspired a little bit by, so this week on Fireside Chat, I don't know if anybody caught that, but we talked to architect John Melby, and he talked a lot about, it was basically like initial massing modeling. So basically going in with just basic information and then, starting into your model and getting shapes down. And I kind of feel like that's inspired me today, where I'm really not too hung up on details right now so much as broad shapes that I really want to get in here. So there's our doors. And no, I just didn't bother with glass. I know some people like to see it. I guess we do that. We come in here and do a transparent piece. Do that.
Chris is wondering what you do with SketchUp when you're not here on live or hosting a chat.
Yeah, that's a thing. It depends. For me, SketchUp has become my go-to for almost anything I work on. So if I need to figure out how to move something around in the house, something like that, I'll do a model. One of the big things is I do like 3D printing, and I like to 3D print my own designs and not other people's stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I do generally create my own models, and that SketchUp is my weapon of choice there as well. But yeah, everything, decks. Problem is, if people find out you're a designer and you have experience with building design, pretty much ask you to help them all the time. So done houses for refinishes, decks.
It's basically the digital equivalent of owning a pickup truck.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe come by and just throw together a quick SketchUp model.
I added another poll in here so you can see where we go now. A couple suggestions from the chat. Sasha and Caden are in here, and then terrain. I just figured like a yard, like landscape, give it a little setting. You know what I mean?
not necessarily a full whatever it is. So cool. Excited to see where we go from here. You guys got plans for the weekend?
Well,
no.
funnily enough, I have this nephew who's refinishing a house, and I will be down there doing some work. Yeah.
I was going to say, you're either going to use SketchUp to help him design it, or use your pickup. Oh wait, you don't have to pick up.
Nope. So yeah.
Dodged a bullet.
Well, that's my other problem is I have spent more than a little time actually like framing and redoing work on refinishing things. So I think I'm putting in floors tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. This is kind of cool. This little thing that we're doing here. This is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I'd
No,
hang out in there.
no. I don't want to be inside.
Too bad.
Yeah, okay.
Aaron is contractually
I know.
obligated to do whatever you vote for. So
Good luck, guys. Okay.
I did a little bit longer poll this time. We don't need to do the full. Maybe wait another 30 seconds and then make the call.
All right. Well, let's see. What could we do on the inside? I guess...
Got a bunch of 3D warehouse couches and chairs.
well, I guess we would buzz through and define some rooms and then just maybe put some basic stuff in there.
Could you put stairs inside, or I don't know if you?
Yeah, I
there's enough
think
room for that.
the big things. We connect the containers from the inside. We put the stairs in. I think those would be the kind of moves we'd make right now. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Sounds good.
JDC, just toilet. That's all you need.
That's right.
Throw a toilet in there and be done.
All right, so if I get rid of the ends of both of these, I suppose that means I have to stop my fireplace from sticking through like this.
Nice.
How about anybody in the chat? Got anything exciting going on this weekend? Somebody's always doing something cool. Like, we always get a comment of something kind of nuts out there happening.
Skydiving and
Yeah.
something cool. I am going go-karting this weekend.
Nice.
Going to a place called Craig's Cruisers here in Grand Rapids. And they have it's a family fun park. Well, I'm all going with a bunch of people in their 30s, but they have, all the stuff, bumper boats, laser tag, this trampoline park, all this kind of stuff. Hey, I dig it. I don't need a kid to go there.
You're gonna make a day of it, aren't you?
Here's
Yeah.
the truth of the matter is, when you have a kid, they just slow you down because they want to go off and do the boring stuff, and you're like, psh, we got to get in the car.
I don't want one of those slow 2-seater go-karts. I want to move, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shh, kids. I have lost a chunk of my... let's do this.
Christoph's working on his boat. 1978 trawler. It's awesome.
I know nothing about boats, but I have respect for people who own them and do stuff with them. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Lauren's watching England in the Euro final. Ooh. Football. Yeah.
Unless it's like the Eurovision, because that's not football.
Eurovision's already over, though.
Oh. Wow. Jody was on that. He knew.
He went out in the first round. He was his loyal fan.
So I had heard maybe the phrase Eurovision twice before Will Ferrell made a movie about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then now whenever I hear the word Eurovision, I sort of pay attention, and I just heard something recently.
That's awesome.
So then the question is, if you're in Europe, did your favorite win? Who knows?
Yeah.
Is it like a big? Is that like a huge deal in Europe? I don't. Again, my experience is like yours, Jody. I know what Will Ferrell told me in his movie. Um, is that huge? Is that anyone?
I don't know. I don't know the answer. Oh, here in Europe, Eurovision is popular only in the LGBT community. Interesting.
Eurovision sucks. Okay, cool. Not missing out.
All right,
We
so
got
there
opinions,
are
that's-
opinions.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I thought it was a funny movie, but I didn't realize it was a real thing until after I had watched the whole movie. Oh, look who just did the thing that you said not to do ever. I just
Save?
cut a hole in a thing.
Oh,
All right, so what I'm going to do to undo that, I'm going to grab, so I cut this, remember, this is that sidewall repeats over and over and over again. So I cut a hole in it. Actually, I might be able to use this.
It's a bit drafty in this house, isn't it?
I'm going to grab it and I'm going to make this one unique. I'm going to call it wall with hole. And then I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to hit undo a whole bunch until everything goes back to how it was.
undo.
Nice. A key shortcut.
Oh man, so many. How many times have you saved me? I used to say that follow me was my favorite tool, but I mean, if we're really being honest, undo probably gets the most mileage.
Yeah. Good to be honest with yourself. Weekend plans. Sasha's doing yoga and enjoying the weather. It sounds like a great time. Paul's working on his shepherd hut he designed in SketchUp. Nice. That's awesome.
Get it on.
Mark
Get it
working?
up on the forum once you're done. That's always
Yeah.
fun to show off up there.
Yeah, I'd love to check it out. And Mark mostly working, perhaps movie night. Hey, that sounds good too. Check out some films. You guys see Black Widow?
I'm trying to think of how to fit that in this weekend.
Maybe you just tell your nephew that you have some errands to run real quick.
Well, problem is he's on his honeymoon, and we're kind of doing this as a gift.
Wait, so he doesn't even know.
Oh, he knows. He left us a list.
Oh, jeez. It's no good at all.
Yeah. No, it was something we offered to do. We wanted to do something nice for him. He just got married. They it's really actually kind of cool. They got an old tack house. So on some
Tack
land.
house? Like, did you keep tackle in for horses?
Yeah. That's what it is.
They're going to live in that?
They are. I mean, it hasn't been a tack house for years and years. It was a pet shop for a little while. It's got some history, but it's just a cool old building, and they're basically rather than buying a house, they decided to finish this one out. So it's pretty cool effort. So we've been helping them with it, and we offered to spend some time and energy while they were off relaxing, trying to get their house done.
Nice. That's double good. You come back from vacation and you got a new house.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get remarried and let Aaron know that my house has got just leave my honeydew list behind, basically.
See how that goes. There is a possibility that he comes back and finds out that his uncle injured himself within the first 20 minutes of laying floor, and there's actually blood instead of wood on the ground. So there's possibilities here.
All right.
All right. That was interesting. I feel like I learned something today with the whole the Eurovision thing, because
Oh, yeah. No, I just went over there, and I know since Matt can't do searches on Google, I went ahead and did it.
Appreciate that.
And yeah, apparently there's quite a big LGBT hullabaloo. Hungary pulled out because it's too gay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, is that right?
Who knew?
Not me.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
And knowing is half the battle.
I watch SketchUp Live for the news.
That's true.
That's
Thanks,
right.
guys. Oh, I really made a mess of some things here.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I looked away, and now all of a sudden, this is just it's a mess.
Stuff got kind
Are
of
you
messy.
adding insulation?
It definitely got messy. I just gotta get enough in here that it looks like a wall again. Yeah, adding insulation.
Yeah, I feel like if I was going to make a shipping container home, I would have to do the side by side, two of them, so that I didn't have just these narrow rooms. Because I feel like you've got
a bad idea.
Mhm,
Well,
just a bunch of
people live
hallways.
in tiny houses all the time now, so
yeah, but I don't.
that's true. People do. Jody doesn't.
Yeah, so I'm saying for me, I'm not saying for them, but I mean you're going to shrink off a couple of few inches on each wall as you add insulation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's our walkway. We're through there. Walk through here. Oh, I hit the wall. Okay.
Can you give us the grand tour?
This is the
Ooh.
U room. Is it shaped? Ah! I can't. No. Answer is no, I cannot give you a tour. I apologize.
That's one of my favorite things about the space maps is how it makes it so easy to navigate around inside of a building.
Well, it depends on how your settings set up. So my settings are intentionally set up to model the outside. So I can move around outside real easy. Once you start to move in, you're basically still controlling the camera as if it were the outside and basically very gently preventing yourself from colliding is what's happening. So it's not terrible, but it's not quite the same simplicity as moving around outside. And there's different controls too, because you can actually go in and you can change to camera mode, which turns the space mouse into a 3D control for a camera. So like you're flying a drone around, versus object mode, which is, like I said, using it to spin it like it's in 3D space, the object. So yeah, that's the thing. Let's throw a stair in here. A stair.
Fred,
One large
have a
step.
dance.
Yay!
Let's get I'm gonna go grab, I think there's a spiral staircase live component. So let's see if I can grab that.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm just staring at that amazing table saw and smack in the middle of your screen.
Yeah, it looks
Whoa, that's a
hefty.
model.
That is a beast. I'm gonna need a bigger shop.
You have enough saws in your shop, Jody.
I would need a bigger one to fit that one in there. It makes mine look small. I have saw envy.
You kidding me? Look at this thing. I mean, it's about that big.
That's true. That's a good point. Chris has said, please change the floor. So he's being very respectful
Okay.
in his request.
We can do that. Right. So actually, all the floors are the same right now, which is cool because we could do something kind of fun. Like, what if we did this? This is when Aaron gets shot down in approximately 3 seconds. What if?
So both Keggy and JDC are really wanting a fireman's pole in there.
We could do that too.
I feel like
I brought the
like
green
you're
in.
You're going to encounter Beetlejuice somewhere in the middle of this place. I don't know.
Nice.
It's
Something about all that green feels like a miniature golf course.
it's hip, man.
Hole in one.
Okay, so we need a fireman pole and we need a spiral staircase. All right, let's see here. Maybe this is pretty. I mean, this is. I get the idea, but 7 feet wide is not a lot of space for stairs. Because if you did half, because I was thinking a spiral staircase, but that's going to be at least 6 feet wide. So that
Do an escalator, then you can do narrow and It doesn't matter how steep it is. It'll just pull you right on up.
What if we just put a ladder in the corner?
Ladder, yeah.
Yeah. Or you could have like
outside.
you know, like the little manual ski lift thing where you just kind of walk over there, spins around. Yep, it just pulls you right on up.
All right. Let's start with the fire pole because that's easy, and I think we can limit how big that is. So I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna make this one unique.
Sasha says climbing wall could also be.
Ooh, we put that on the back. I like that. I don't know what the rules are on a fire pole. Let's go ahead and.
Any fire people in the audience?
All right, so
I'm an Aquarius. I think that's air. Right?
Yes. Wait. Aqua? Is that water?
Aqua.
Aqua Aries?
Yeah, I know, but it's an air sign. I can't quite decide what you're doing right now, Aaron.
I'm looking. I'm looking at things. I gotta get this shape. I was trying to cut corners, basically.
Literally.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Save.
All right. Let's. I'm gonna come in here to this piece. Edit, paste in place. Drop that through like that. All right. Let's do the same thing. Can I make this unique? I did. Okay. Grab all these. Explode. Make group. Make group. Command S. Ooh, nope, not going to go the solid route. All right, so we'll just do a couple times. All right, so this is all exploded now. I can just go grab this. Intersect faces with selection.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Dang it. Oh no! Well, thank you for not saving that for the end of the show.
A little PTSD forming right now.
Did it! Done!
Self-destruct sequence averted.
So I asked Matt to subtly tell me when I was going down a rabbit hole and maybe doing things wrong. I think that was it.
Oh, that was subtle. Nice.
That was very subtle.
Boy, I need to start the timer more often. That was snappy.
Dang. How big's a fire pole? Like 3 inches?
No. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Ours is 3 inches. I was just wondering. I don't care. Mine's 3 inches. Done. All right, so there's our fireman pole.
Nice.
And then,
quick getaway.
Yeah, maybe we can do exterior stairs, and then we'll throw a climb wall in the back. Well, I don't know. What's our priority? Let's figure out what's next. We got a fireman's pole in there. Did we already pull something? I was busy. I wasn't paying attention.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So we need some stairs still.
Think you got it, or? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's sort of coming together, though. It looks nice. I do feel like the floor gives it a little pizzazz. You know what I mean?
It's something.
So what are we looking at doing next? What are our options?
The exterior stairs.
You know what?
Climbing
We
wall.
could, if we wanted interior stairs, I think we could put a spiral staircase at the end here. So that could be an option too. So exterior stairs or an interior spiral. Climbing wall should be an option to get up high. What else? What other ideas have shown up?
I know somebody mentioned that maybe the upstairs needs like a railing because it looked like it was a little, might be good for children, but if you're over, 4'6", 6 or something, you might tip over that wall. I don't know how tall it is, but
I think we're like 2'6". How tall is a standard railing? This is why I have a tape measure at my desk at all times. 2'6".
Now,
That's desk height.
oh, it is okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty safe.
I think so.
but what is that in British units? The Queen's units.
Centimeters.
I don't know.
First in the chat to get the. Yeah.
42 inches for safety.
So that's 3'6".
That's a whole foot has to go up.
Mm.
Fortunately, I don't think that's a big deal because look at this. Look what we do here.
Boom, except for the end down there.
Safety first. Oh, it's a little viewing area or something. Oh no, not anymore.
All right, we're safe. We're safe. Sorry, I know that was in the poll and I totally ignored it.
See if you can make a climbing wall before the poll ends too. Here we go.
Oh dear.
No.
Anxiety. Okay. I have drawn spiral stairs from scratch before, but it sucks. It's just a very.
It seems like it was.
So earlier, Johnny pointed out that the engineering toolbox is a great way for quick creation of straight or spiral stairs.
Mm-hmm. I have heard that too.
Go install it real quick. I mean, what could go wrong?
I've learned. I'm too smart for that now.
You smart.
Let's see if we have a live or dynamic component of these. No. What? Spiral stairs? Does that give me anything? What? You gotta be kidding me. All right then.
Got a question in the chat. Aaron, are you an architect?
I am not. I am not licensed to do anything other than drive. My experience, where I come from, is building design. So I actually worked at a software company that did software design for buildings. So we made software that like created components and checked load path, that kind of stuff. So I actually learned most of what I know about building design by working with architects and engineers. I've done a few designs professionally and for fun, but no, not licensed or trained as an actual architect at all.
Fooled me with the structure today.
Yeah, something special.
Yeah. At the very least, you could work for a shipping company.
I'll take that. Forget it. We're just gonna make one. Okay. Here's the we're gonna do this. This is gonna be crash course style. So if I look, come on, man. If I look at this, what's this height exactly? 8 feet. All right. 8 feet. No, but we need to go from here to here. 8'8". All right. So we're gonna do something that is 8'8". That's exactly what I didn't want to do. Not 8 foot, but 8 foot, 8 foot, 8 inches. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a quick circle. The circle I want to be how many steps one full rotation is gonna be. So I'm gonna go with 24 treads. No, wait, what would that be? About 12? 12. 16? How many steps are on a standard? Yeah, we'll go 12. Oops. I'm going to go circle. 12 sides. This would be the inside, the piece at the center. So we'll do like a 8-inch piece right there, and then pull that up to full height, 8'8", and make that a group. All right, now I'm going to do another circle right here, and this is going to be the full width. So if we want at least 2 feet, that's 48 plus our 8 inches is, so we'll do like 60 inches. Oops. Radius. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a single step. All right. Then we'll give that some depth.
We had a question about can people go inside and do actual things in there, and can you chat in the game? So you could, if you're asking about like a video game, like you could import this into Unity or Unreal or whatever game creation software you're using. But SketchUp is just like a 3D modeling software, so you can't really play a game in here. It's more like designing the actual geometry for it. And Center Negative also asked about, Aaron, if you in particular have any technical design input into SketchUp, what happens in SketchUp? I know we have like anybody can put in like a feature request, on the forum, and we have like internal feature requests, but do you find yourself getting involved in that kind of stuff a lot, or?
I spend so much of my time in the release software. I know people always, think that when you work at SketchUp, you get to spend all your time playing with pre-release software, but really it doesn't work out that way for me anyhow. Primarily because I show the software on my computer almost every day. So I try not to, because we're not allowed to show pre-release software. That's a big no-no, lots of trouble could be had. So generally speaking, I don't even load beta software up on my computer until like right before we release. As far as input, we do have a lot of interaction. Anybody who's customer facing has a lot of interaction with our PMs, our product managers. So they will pull me often to ask, what do I hear about this or what do I hear about that? But then also as a user, how would I feel about this or this? Different potential functionality they're working on, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's not a ton. It's not like I go into a room and I tell them, all right, here's what you're gonna work on. Go make this for me, and then I'm out. Like it's nothing like that. That doesn't really happen very much. So yeah, I would say I don't know. It's not a whole lot more than what like a beta user would input they would get. Like I said, I think a big part of what I get tapped for is, as an experienced SketchUp user and somebody who has used a lot of design software, like what would I think about if something worked this way, that kind of thing. I think I get tapped more along those lines.
Cool.
Yeah.
Somebody also says follow and rotate plugin could help for that particular stair. Have you used that before?
I have, and that was exactly what I was thinking as I did everything I just did. That would have made it way more easy.
Yeah, pretty much anytime I'm doing like a repeating task, I'm like, it's got to be a plugin for this.
Yeah. I think. Oh, I didn't cut a hole in that one. Okay. I'm not going to make you use the timer, Matt. I promise.
Hey, you initiated the self-destruct sequence.
That's right.
I didn't even do anything.
Well, and again, those of you who've been around a little bit know that there's more than one time where I kind of start messing with details and just stay there. I spend too much time messing with details where it's worth just stopping and stepping away.
Like stitching.
I like stitching.
Yeah, maybe the poles are keeping you honest then.
That could be. Oh, look at this. These guys float just above. That's why I was having a hard time making that floor solid. These little ribs don't actually touch this. All right. All right, there we go. So there we go. That's another hole in the floor. Stairwell. Got a little bit of an issue because what we need to do is rotate this so that you can get to the stairs, which is, I've heard, the way people like to use stairs.
Paul called that out in the chat, I'd like to say too.
Nice. Thanks, Paul. See, everybody's keeping me honest. Oh, I'm going to cheat a little bit. We're not going full OSHA approval on this particular structure. We moved into a design procedure that we call Get Her Done.
In your dream house, in your dream world, there is no OSHA.
That's right.
Wouldn't that be
just like
beautiful?
The Empire.
Is it because you don't care about safety, or
pick one?
Okay, all right. I mean, if movies have taught us anything, it is that the more dramatic the fall,
You will not see a better.
Yeah, sorry.
Are you reminding
Sorry
me to
for
say
talking
it?
while you're busy making sounds.
Say it. All right.
Shame.
It's just so like lazy and like save.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we got stairs, guys. I didn't do handrails. I apologize. Hopefully nobody out there is too upset about that, but I didn't do that. Okay. And to be fair, the question on the poll was stairs interior, and I have created that. So that makes sense. But that could be fun to, I mean, really, technically, I think we need some sort of handrail or guardrail around this too, because that seems a little dangerous. Come out here. Oh yeah. Look. Oh, what? Sorry. Yeah, it does feel. You know, I kind of feel like Tim Burton got an unjust monopoly on striped anything. Because I agree, I look at it and I do think that. I'm like, but I don't know that he ever did green and white stripes on anything. But it's just the fact that it's repeating white and colored stripes that it makes me think of Tim Burton.
I'm pretty sure there was green and white stripes in Beetlejuice. That's the second time I've said it now, so don't make me say it again.
All right, well, I was ignoring you before. Would you like me to go back to ignoring?
See how that feels?
Yeah.
How I was ignoring you just now?
You're right. Jody just like focused full dad power and brought it crushing down right on my head. I've learned a lesson. Okay, what time is it?
Black and white stripes and lots of green hair.
Yeah. Do we have time for one more thing, or are we like there?
Depends on how fast you are.
I wouldn't call myself specifically a graphic designer because I didn't go to school for that either. My original intention with schooling was to go into graphic design. I made the mistake of getting a job that paid pretty good for a 20-year-old at the time, though. So I never followed through and got the graphic design learning that I was originally planning on getting.
Egg says do more.
All right.
I think you got one more thing in you.
All right, one more thing. What's one more thing we should do? We put this into some kind of landscape? Do we throw a little furniture in the courtyard? What's next? What's last?
I threw a few up there, but I can throw some more in. I did climbing wall, fix the support column so it's not a box anymore.
Oh man, come on.
Or Aaron.
Nice. Make it fewer votes. Soon there will be a poll, and literally the only option is Aaron.
Technically, I'm in there right now. If I oh, hey, can I get in the Polaroid? If I go like,
Way too many people going for 3.
if I do that,
Ah, Nick's even helping. Nice. Look at you. It's just like a Polaroid.
yeah, it fits. It works. You're right. It is like a Polaroid.
Hey! All right.
Oh, guys. All right, I'm gonna throw this on to something. All right, let me show you guys. If you need to find just a dynamite looking 2D component, if you come in and search for Aaron in 3D Warehouse in models, you'll find old Aaron, which I find this interesting. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I've been reposted twice with no discernible changes. Like here's the original one that I created. Matt actually took this picture of me.
Yay!
See, Matt gets all the cheering. We cheer for Matt. But I got, so this is the one I created when I first started SketchUp, and then Dean M, right here, and Joy A, both reposted what seems to be the exact same file. So,
Well, that's a dynamic component, though, right?
well, so is mine.
They all are. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna venture out on a limb and say these are people that are just playing around with 3D Warehouse, learning how to do stuff, and I have to applaud them because usually whenever I upload a thing to test, it's a box. It's nothing looks nothing like Aaron. Not even called Aaron.
Well, I guess we're all at different levels with our abilities then. But from here, if you do click on the creator name, it showed up in another window. Oh well. I guess I'll just grab it from there.
So many windows.
I'm grabbing my the one we created on the live stream.
I don't quite understand this question. I wonder if you guys do, but is there programs for this? Just wondering because I have people send me photos of them. Oh, he's asking about the auto-generated. Is that right?
He wants basically an easy way to turn a photo of a building into actual geometry, but without having to trace everything.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I mean, we have tools to make it easier if it's all square and can use the match photo.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. Check out match photo tutorials on YouTube if that's something that you're willing to put a little effort into.
But if you're trying to make a scale component, ain't nothing going to make that easy.
Yeah.
Or quick or automatic.
Yeah. That's why we make new hires do that. So you have to get into SketchUp a little bit.
Nick, have you made your scale component yet?
I didn't personally make mine.
Oh, see?
Shopped it out.
See?
I will at some point.
The fact that you have one is still pretty impressive, though.
Yeah, it just sort of happened.
It sort of happened like you auto-generated it from a 2D image.
Oh, hey, with that question, Matt just said no.
It's like in Weird Science. He put a bra on his head. He hooked up some electrodes in there. Was that on your?
Is this better, Nick? If we give a little outdoor seating area, it's more acceptable.
Yeah,
Now
that looks like it could hold a couple thousand pounds.
Now it really looks like a mini golf. This is where you get your club and your ball.
Yeah.
was going for like a a nice little seating area, but
There's no seats there.
Is that a bench or is
that's
that?
next. Oh
Okay.
man,
That's really tall for a bench.
well, I don't do live design sessions. Oh no, wait, yeah, I do. That's all I do. Remember.
Everybody's a critic.
There's some grass.
Nice.
And,
Well manicured lawn. Oh, Transom. Hey, thanks for tuning in.
You're a little late, sir. But hey, you made it.
Better late than.
that's right. I'll make a quick stool here. We'll probably not make it grass colored. There we go, that's better. All right. Let's do something like this. I've got the weird science song stuck in my head now.
Nice. What's interesting is Danny Elfman was in Oingo Boingo
He was.
before he started making Tim Burton soundtracks
And The Simpsons.
and The Simpsons. I'm just jealous of a last name like Elfman.
Yeah, he was destined to do something weird.
Yeah.
I mean, in the best possible way. I like Oingo Boingo. I like some Tim Burton stuff.
Daniela just found out this lesson. Nice. Well, afterwards, it'll be available in full on YouTube. And also on YouTube, there's all kinds of old videos if you found this interesting. So check it out.
All right, there we go.
Fam Civil Engineer, why do big architectural firms not use SketchUp? I think big architecture firms do use SketchUp.
It's true.
But along with other softwares, has a lot of professional workflows entail, a lot of different softwares. So, yeah.
We find that SketchUp gets used lots of places. The bigger the architecture firm, generally, the more software they use. Like as in different kinds of software. So, and that's where we like to try to say that tools in the toolbox. We're not the only software that people use, but we're an option, and everybody uses this in kind of a different portion of their workflow. A lot of times. Considering I didn't have any idea what we were doing to start with, I think that's kind of neat.
Nice. I'd hang out there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're invited.
You'd
You're all
have,
invited.
you'd have to stand because there's only 3 seats. Oh, there's 6 seats, I guess. You have one place you can sit.
Yeah. Other than that, you got to go do laps up the staircase and then down the fire pole.
Yeah. It's like a fun maze. I like it.
Yeah.
Very simple maze, but yeah, fun.
Watch it, buddy. You will get your invite to the Container House of Fun pulled. Awesome. That feels good. We're two. I feel like that's a good spot to end that, to call it. Well, I didn't know what this was going to turn out like, so
I was not expecting a Beetlejuice. Oh shit, number 3, a Beetlejuice model, but here we are.
That's what it is. What it is.
Yes.
John says it looks
That's
like a
awesome.
storage container home.
Hey!
Nailed it.
That was the goal.
You did it. You did it.
All right. Time to call it a week then. I've peaked.
Stick a fork in you.
Yes, that was what we were shooting for. The original request was for a container home. So it has been made. It has been done. I'm gonna pull a Tyson here and turn on shadows before we leave, though.
Ooh.
Dang, totally not facing the right direction. My courtyard's always in shadow.
Neat.
Fortunately, just like in real life, I can just turn it 90 degrees on the lot.
Boom. That's a nice thing about shipping containers is they're mobile.
That's right.
Tyson's curious why you're calling out shadows as a Tyson thing.
Because I never use them. And Tyson uses them on every thumbnail, so just saying.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right. With that, we will save one last time and call it. That was a lot of fun. That was pretty cool. Like I said, we were all kind of wondering. We didn't know how this was going to turn out. There was a chance that this would be something we would never do again, but I don't think that's where we ended up.
So I'm curious before we go, how would you go about manufacturing that exhaust pipe there for your fireplace? It's a very weird looking thing.
I'm a designer. That's a fabrication question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you'll just forward my message to them.
Somebody else's problem. I don't know. I was just trying to. I really like the look of this, and then turning it the other way. Design wise, it was kind of nice to get a little bit of yin with your yang kind of thing. So, yeah, maybe it's as simple as just taking one of these lids and rolling it up. Maybe the top of this got rolled and turned into that. Maybe.
There you go. That's very aggressive, powerful roller.
That's right. Just went out there and grabbed the edge, put a foot down, and did this a little bit. Yeah. Awesome.
Matt.
Well, hey, we will call it here, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I hope you had as much fun as we did and hope you learned something. We got a couple things coming up this next week. Next Wednesday, if you join us on Crowdcast, we'll be hanging out with interior designer Camila Lopez.
We're not sure yet.
Camilla. We think it's Camilla.
By Wednesday, we'll know.
Yeah, Camila Lopez. We'll go with that. Camila Lopez, interior designer from Brazil. Very clean, very good looking work, and she uses the heck out of layout. So if you want to see layout in a professional workflow, come hang out with us Wednesday on Crowdcast. And then we'll be back here again on Friday. It will be Tyson sitting here on this portion of your screen, or actually he's over on that portion of the screen, but he'll be on your screen. And I don't know what he's going to do yet, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good stuff. We're going to learn something. So, yeah, that's it. We are done. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And until next week, stay safe, stay sane, and I feel like I should work SketchUp into that somehow. And SketchUp.
Yeah. Stay SketchUp.
All right, bye, guys.
Beautiful. Hey, guys.